the challenge is that we are in a situation where the old form needs to be faded out, and so you need to provide with a process that's very user-friendly. So the user experience needs to be very good. In a very complex situation where we are the insurer, we have a relation with a company. In that company work people, and those people need to be authenticated. And it's somebody in the office, the fleet manager for example, but it's also the driver. And how do we authenticate everybody in a safe, secure way, but also in a very user-friendly way? That was the main challenge. How are we going to do that to make sure that in the end the adaptation of our solution is going to be high? So delegation is very important to us. Why? Because our customers are going to authenticate their employees, not just the fleet manager, but also drivers. And if you look at a larger transportation company, you're talking about maybe 1,000, 1,500 drivers. If we as a company have to keep track of the employees of our customers, it's going to be a huge task, and it will always be outdated. So what we needed was some way to delegate it towards our client and say, okay, you have some administrator who needs to make sure that the administration of all your employees and users of the system actually is correct. And that's done very easily and also in a very user-friendly way. So that's very important to us because we cannot keep track, but also from a legal point of view. Because in the end, if somebody gets access to a system or even worse to data, then in the end you're liable for giving them access if they don't have the rights to do that. And now we can delegate that towards the customer. First of all, we implemented Thales OneWelcome in 3 months, which is pretty short for a solution like this. You can quite easily provide a very good user experience. That's very important. And last but certainly not least, the security and the compliance part. You cannot take any risk there as an insurer, also from data privacy points of view. Most of the drivers that use our application don't want to go back to the form. And I think that's the most important metric, because it shows it works, it shows that the authentication was pretty easily done, and they get into the application quite easily. And the second thing that we see is that data quality is so high compared to what we took out of the form. So that's also a metric that's very important to us. Actually, we have 95% of the claims coming in are first time right. That's, I think, even more important, where with previous claims that was about 30 to 40. So you can imagine that efficiency about, it's kind of an estimate, but I think around 70% is achieved actually, yeah.